it's really an interesting conversation here. But now let's back to this agreement and all of that. Moving forward, for example, again, let's stay with our country, Nigeria. Many have identified the issue of transmission, increasing the megawatts of electricity. For example, a country like South Africa, less number of people, and you generating about 60,000 or 70,000 megawatts of electricity. And they're now up to 200 million people in Nigeria. They are less than 100 million, I think.
Less than half of our population.
Half of our population. We can also go to other countries. You know what I'm talking about. So where do we start from? Talking about this missing link. Is there something more that can be done around the transmission end? So that, because at the end of the day, you hear, we are willing out social powers. We are not, you know what I'm talking about, Dr. Oni.
Okay, so the fun thing is, with the Electricity Act, states, subnationals can now create their own market. That's true. About 14 of them are already taking those steps. In fact, what you and I should be doing is telling the governor of Lagos that, I mean, he's got a second term, but let's say we have a new one. We're not giving you a second term if you don't have electricity. Yes, because if you've taken over the market, then it's your responsibility. Remove politics, ensure the right people are there, ensure that you do not intervene, make sure that you create the enabling environment. There is a huge market here. Look at the betting industry, just giving people hope. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry in Nigeria. So do same for electricity. Make it easy for people to come in. People will pay, and people will learn to manage usage, and ultimately everyone makes money.
At the end of the day?
Yes. So subnationals, you and I ask your governors that question, and forget about the grid to a large extent. I do not believe in balkanization, but to a large extent, that's what federalism does. What federalism does is, a state is allowed to develop at its own pace. The weaker states are then assisted by the federal government. That's the way it should be, right? So Lagos, Enugu, Imo, Ekiti, Ondo, Delta, Edo, those states, I'm not sure Delta has, Edo, a number of states say we can go it. I mean, then they do it. They just need to ensure that their state is attractive. If there's political interference, no one's going to want to invest. If policies keep changing, no one's going to want to invest. So that's what it is. And then we should ask those governors, in 3 years, why you want to return if we don't have electricity.